Hello and welcome to my channel. It is me, Tina. Today I'm going to show you how I make this writing board. It's been a request from several of you guys that watch regularly. And so this is just one of my latest that I made for the fairy journal. And so, yeah, this is what I'm going to be making. It won't be in the fairy style, but it'll be similar to that. So you can start off by either using like a cereal box. This is the back of like a paper pad, so I'm going to be using that. I'm going to be cutting it down somewhat. I'm just going to get my metal ruler here and my little cutter here. So I'm going to be cutting it down to about 5 inches or so. That's usually about what I do for a journal. So depending on how thick your chipboard is, just be careful you don't cut your fingers off. That is your main goal for this, not to do that. So yeah, and usually it comes apart really well. Now I think I might be needing 2 of these, so I'm going to do about 6 inches long. Actually, I'll do 7 inches long. So then you have your template for what your well, that wasn't 6 inches. It's only 5. Oh, it is only 5. Oops, sorry. Yes, I was thinking 5, but I was saying 6. And then I cut it crooked, of course, so you can just go in and straighten that out. And I'm going to use my scissor to do the rest. And you probably need, if you're doing cereal box, I would do at least 2 layers. Because I'm going to be doing 2 layers of this thicker chipboard, and I'm just going to trace this and then cut it with my scissor and then glue those together. Yeah, so if you're using the cereal box, I would do at least 3 layers, if not even 4. Well, at least 2 to 4. Let's put it that way. But I think I would use 4. So now you glue these together. And you could do this with hot glue, but I don't know. I think this gives a better hold. And yeah, and this is just, what kind of, oh, this is Elena's tacky glue. I don't think I have a full bottle there, or I would use that. You could use white school glue, anything that glues paper to paper. My little nozzle is clogged, I can feel it. So just glue that together. Like so. And I have stuff on my hand. And yeah, make sure that is glued well. And I'm just going to put it under my mat here while I'm getting my, I'm going to use napkins. You can do papers. But today I'm going to use, I'm doing a thankful journal. and I wanted to do it like in the Thanksgiving theme. So I'm just going to be using that. And where did I leave my tape? See, I think I'm ready, and then boom, I'm not. The more stuff I have out, the more stuff I seem to need. So this is like a trick I have learned from many people. You just take your tape and then rip that off. And I'm going to be using, I don't know, I think this is kind of the same as that. So I'll probably just be using one napkin. But, yeah. So I'm just going to be using that. You can paint your chipboard if you like. But what I'm going to be doing is, I think I'm going to put that layer on first. Using Modge Podge. So make sure your thing is glued, and really you should be leaving it a little longer to dry, but yeah, I have no patience. So here we go. Put some Modge Podge on, and I'm gonna put a paper underneath so I don't get it all over the place, because I'm known for doing that. Okay, napkin, get out of the way. Okay, so just spread it all over. And this is probably way too much. It looks like it is. I might put some back, because that's way too much. That's the way you get lumps and crinkles and all of that, if you do way too much. Okay, so just spread that. And you're going to need your heat tool. So make sure you don't glue it onto there. So I'm just going to go like this and put it on, trying to not crinkle it. So that's pretty good. Get your heat tool, and I'm going to pause you a little bit while I dry this. So I'll come back when I've dried it. Okay, so this is dry to the touch. Now I'm just gonna, yes, have glued it to the paper here. don't do that, but it happens. Whoops, my light just landed on me. Oh my gosh, I'm starting off real fun here, having a heart attack. Okay, moving on. Get your Modge Podge again. Maybe I'll dip my brush in this time. Do this side. And again, try to not get too much on. That way you get a smoother layer. And smooth that on. And if you have little rips, that's okay. You can fix that. So here we go. Notice my brush is pretty dry at this point. Trying not to get little wrinkles in there. And I'm just going to wipe a little bit. Again, trying to smooth it out. And you'll obviously get a little bit of wrinkles, that you just can't avoid that. Okay. Now again, this layer needs to be dried. I probably should have put more glue or more Mod Podge under this part here. You can see that part's smoother than this because I layered it here. Okay, so I'll put you on pause again and dry this up. Okay, so this part is dry now. Now I'm just going to cut these parts of the napkin off. That you do not need. Okay, so here is your little board. I'm going to put those there. Remember, you can use that excess napkin to wipe up stuff. Okay, now I'm going to get my napkin that I do want the shapes from, or the pictures from, and I'm going to decide what I actually want on here. So I think on the one side, I'm just going to have like this. These pumpkins. And then on the other side, I'll do the gourd. Or the, what is that called? Cornucopia. I think that's what you call it. Okay, so again, a layer of Modge Podge. Ooh. I'll put some on here, not too much, and try to keep it really smooth. So far it looks pretty good. Okay, now we can get our image that we want on here. And I usually leave a little bit of an overhang. That way I can just cut it off, whatever I don't need. And I don't run short. Okay, so now I'm just gonna get some Modge Podge and glue, or put that over top, and then I will dry it again. And I will do the other side too, and then I'll come back to you and show you what it looks like. So just a thin layer and try to keep it really smooth. And if at the end you do have some crinkling, you can always sand it a little bit and smooth out the edges that way. But usually it's not even necessary. Okay, so this is this side, and I'm gonna do the other side with the cornucopia, and then I'll dry that and I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, I just wanted to show you here. I've come across a little problem where this little thing is going to be sticking over the edge here, and I don't want it to. So I'm just going to cut that part off. And then what I'm going to do is put some Modge Podge down here. And I'm going to grab some of this white extra napkin we had here before. So I'm just going to put that down here and Modge Podge that down like so. And then just cover that up, and you will hardly be able to even notice that. So I'm going to Modge Podge the rest of this and dry it, and then come back and show you what I do next. Okay, this is pretty much dry. So, let me see if I can either file it off. This is just an old nail file. No, I'm just going to cut it off. Yeah, just going to cut it off for now. Okay, that's probably why it didn't work. It seems a little wet yet in these corners, or on the sides, I mean. Okay, there we go. And then I'll do this one, the end here. Okay, probably glue my scissors shut. Here's a little spot that needs some cleaning up. Okie dokie. Now, let's see if this will work. So just go along, and this is just an old, like a sponge nail file. Go along and just kind of file it off. I think this is the biggest grit here. So whatever's hanging off will come off, if that makes sense. Okay, so there is the board. And yeah, it still needs a little filing more. I gotta find my other, like, sandpaper one. This works better. And if you start tearing, that's not good. Okay, I'm just gonna put this dust in the garbage there. And I'm gonna put this Modge Podge away. And let's see here. So now I'm gonna be using, this is called liquid metal, but it's just acrylic paint in a gold. So I'm just gonna open that up and probably just use what's on the lid. Now I'm either going to use my finger or my brush. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do. I'm going to try with my finger. And, okay, there we go. I like that. So just go like that. And you can add more, you can add less, whatever you like. Look how pretty that is. I like that. I'm going to put little metal corners on here. Almost don't want to now that I kind of golded up the edge there. Okay, so almost done this side. So I'm going to grab my napkin here, and then I'm just going to dry that quickly so I don't smudge that side. Shouldn't take very long to dry this. Okay, so I'm just going to turn it over. Whoop. And do this side. And you could put words there or something. I'm not. I'm just going to leave it plain. I like the way that looks. But you can see this gold just makes it, you know, look so finished. And I'm sure you could do this with like distress ink or whatever you have. But I just happen to have this, so I thought I would use it. Now, I was going to do metal corners, but I don't know if I want to. I think I will, just to show you how I do it. I'm going to do this a little bit more here. And I like when you just rub a little bit. See, I was thinking you could even, okay, I'm gonna go for it. Like this, just add a little bit of gold here. Oh, how pretty is that? Oh my gosh, I love it. This was not planned. Almost none of my crafts are planned, so they just, it is what it is when I do it. So there's that. I love it. I love it. I love that. Oh my goodness. It turned out really nice. I'm not going to do it on the pumpkins. And yeah, I'll leave the other side just so we can see what a difference it made. But there's that. Okay, now I'm going to wipe my finger and close this and dry this. I'm gonna put you on pause while I dry this. Okay, now I'm gonna show you how I put corners on, and I think I'm gonna put little gold ones on. I think I even have smaller ones. Okay, these are silver. No, I'm going to put the gold ones on. And the way I put those on, I try not to use my pliers if I don't have to. But if I do have to, then I have to. I get out my art glitter glue. And I take these little corners, which I get from Etsy. Not Etsy. I get them from AliExpress. And they're pretty cheap. I've gotten some from BB Craft. What? Why is this one not? This one seems to not be open far enough. So you can bend them open. Because you don't want to ruin your work. And then just push them on. And okay, so that one's on. And now we'll just make sure this one's open a little further so it fits on, and just put your art glitter glue on there. You don't need much. I just like to put it right at the corner that it glues on right there. And push that on. And if you get a nice even corner, it should fit really nice and snug like that. And we'll do the other two corners. And then our writing board is ready to write on. Probably could use a little bit of drying first before you put it into a journal to use, but yeah, it is really simple and it turns out really beautiful. And I hope you try it. You could use it with Christmas napkins. You could use paper. You could collage something on there. That would be cute. See, this one I have to use the plier just ever so slightly, just very, very slightly. because I had to bend it open too far. And then this one too, yeah. Rice paper would work. I'm working on getting some rice paper. I've seen things done with rice paper that I really, really love. Tissue paper would be cute. Putting tissue paper on, or even stamping on tissue paper and then putting it on here would be really nice, like a, yeah, vintage look. But yeah, this turned out pretty good. And there we go. See, it is, you can't hear it yet because it's not quite dry, but it's pretty sturdy. And yeah, you can use it with something that you were going to throw out, like your, you know, the end of the scrapbook page, the back cover, or a cereal box, and turn it into something really cute. And you could do some writing here, or stenciling, or yeah, stenciling would be better for a writing board. And I think I might put thankful here. We'll see. And here where we patch that spot there, you can't even see it. So I hope you liked this video. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. I would really appreciate if you subscribed. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. See you soon. Bye.